Now in the previous question, if you know, option B is also right, which means even though the value of this lock is available, which means even the value of lock is 0, I mean has to be 0, even though the lock has to be available, the value will sometimes show as incorrectly 1. How it is possible is, watch it. Now assume that there are two processes P0 and P1 which are competing for the critical section, and now say P0 has, let me write these numbers, line number 1, line number 2, line number 3. Now and then here there is critical section, right, which means between acquired rock and released rock there will be critical section anyway. Now P0 has taken line number 1, which means it has read the value, and initially L equal to 0. Initially value of L equal to 0, and it has read the value of L, which means it will see that the value of L inside the L is 0, and it will increment it, which means it will make the actual value as 1 and it will store it locally. Let us say the local variable is the resistor R0, in which it is going to store its value as 0. It will store it and increment it by 1 and then come out, and here it is going to make L equal to 1. Therefore one second, I think there is a then L equal to 1, then what happens, then this L will be made as 1 again and enter the critical section. So after one and two lines, P0 is now in critical section, right? And now P1. So now we have come to the process P1 has come for execution, and then it has finished the line number 1. So line number 1 means this loop, this condition, while condition. Then what it will do is, it will fetch the value of L, which is L equal to 1, right? And let us say at this point it got preempted. Therefore in its local variable, let us say resistor R0, its value is set as 1, right? And at this point P0 has come out of the for loop, I mean this while loop, I mean this critical section, sorry. P0 has come out of the critical section, and now it is trying to release the lock, which means it is running the line number 3. Then what happens, L value will be set to 0. Now lock is actually available, which means L equal to 0. Now let's say this one got preempted and P1 got scheduled. When P1 gets scheduled, it will run L equal to the second line, right? So even though the value of L equal to 0, it will set the value of L equal to 1 incorrectly, and then again go and fall in this infinite loop, and both of them will go and fall in this infinite loop, and there will be a deadlock, which means no process can ever enter the critical section. In case if this process P0 again try to enter the critical section, it will be stopped, and no process can enter the critical section because the value of L is incorrectly changed as 1 even though it has to be 0. Got it? So why did this happen? Because you are fetching the value here, and then you are getting preempted here, and then you are setting the value here. So in the meanwhile, whenever you are doing this, if the value of L becomes 0, right, then you are not going to see that. Now again you are going to rewrite it as 1. Therefore option B is also right. Option A is right and option B is right. So be careful there. The answer is both option A and option B, right? But for this the key is given as option B, but even option A is also right. Okay, so anyway, I think they might have added if there is any such conflict in any question, they'll add the marks to everyone. Either you put A or B. In case sometimes what happens is there will be two answers, and by mistake they'll give it as 1, and later they'll add it to everyone, whoever has answered A and B. Okay, so don't worry about it. You can solve it this way. Fine.